What's up, YouTube? I'm Brett from RANTS. As always, guys, if y'all enjoy our content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave that comment down below. We're on the road to 1,000, and we hope you guys can help us get there. Alright, so if you have followed our channel here on RANTS, you know that a couple weeks ago I did the Snake Eyes trailer reaction. And to my amazement, I disliked everything about it. With utter disdain, I would say. The initial trailer, the initial sequence, has the car crash and, the fight on top of things, the cars. So early 2000s, been way overdone. I feel like we see that in almost every Fast and Furious movie out there. That just alone, we've seen enough of it. But as far as creativity goes, it was lacking depth. And I think, look, Snake Eyes is an iconic character. We all know he doesn't speak. He is, he's got a rivalry that's very important to who he is and what he is about. We never see his face. What is the very first thing that they do is they show his face. They let him speak. Basically what they did was they kept the name Snake Eyes and changed everything about him. Where that he's just Snake Eyes in name only at this point. So in that regard, I will say this. I cannot help but think, watching these trailers and just thinking to myself, Hollywood is so creatively bankrupt right now. It is just not fun to watch anymore. It's rehashing of stuff. They feel like they cannot create an interesting character off of an interesting movie off of an iconic character, that they have to change everything about him to make it doable for these lazy screenwriters out there that doesn't have an original idea to save their life. That's unfortunately what Hollywood is all about now. And to make matters worse, it just seems like instead of fans, of course, revolt against it, but it doesn't change anything. They just continue on making garbage. I mentioned the Fast and Furious movies. Look, we're on, 9 now? After a while, it just is rehashing the best parts of the original ones. It's nothing new or unique. That's what Hollywood is all about. They're either about bringing about nostalgia, by bringing back your old shows that were actually really good and ruining them. Your old characters that you knew and loved and ruining them. And if they can't do that, it's all about identity politics. Snake Eyes is the best example of that now. As according to Larry Hama, who was the creator of Snake Eyes, he says that the character should have been Asian from the beginning. Let me just go ahead and read y'all a little bit about what he said. It says, in a recent interview with Empire, Snake Eyes producer Lorenzo di Bonaventura revealed that Hama was consulted extensively during the making of the film, and that he was incredibly supportive of making Snake Eyes Asian. Read di Bonaventura, full quote below. Larry Hama, the creator of Snake Eyes, is in on many of the decisions. Snake in the comic is blonde-haired and blue-eyed. We asked Hama why he made him that way. He said he didn't really know. So we asked if he cared if he's dark-haired and Asian here. Probably should have done that in the very beginning. Now, I can't help but feel like in their attempt to play identity politics, that they were actually quite racist by doing this. So, because it's about ninjas, it's got to be Asian. Like, is that what you're saying on that? Like, I don't see how that's not racist. By any stretch of the imagination, that should be racist. If you have a movie and you put in, you have just, let's say, a movie in Los Angeles, you add kung fu to it, and you put in Asian characters in it, by definition, is that not racist? I would assume that is, because you are assuming that if you are Asian, that is something that you should know or would know or are capable of doing. That is, what is the difference between saying, these jokes on like Family Guy about Asians and math? What is the difference between that? Are these not stereotypes? They feel a lot like stereotypes. And unfortunately, by trying to be real woke and playing the identity politics role here, I feel like to a certain extent they were pretty racist. That's my take on it, at least. I feel like in 2021, I feel like we should be way past this, but it seems like we're regressing significantly, that somehow race matters more than who you are, the decisions you make. That should not be what we're teaching our children. That line of thinking, I thought, died out, or should have died out mainstream way in the 1950s or 1960s. And now it's just kind of commonplace. It feels wrong and feels like we're in a Mind of Mencia kind of show now. And it's reality is the way it feels, where stereotypes are somehow something that we do now and are proud of it. The idea of adding a white guy to, who becomes good at martial arts, and his whole character, his background, his Vietnam background, was something new and interesting. But unfortunately, he has to, because it's got martial arts in it, it has to be Asian. And to me, I just find that so ridiculous, so stupid, so unimaginative, so racist in a lot of ways, that I can't believe that Hollywood keeps getting away with this in a lot of ways. And I feel like I feel like there's some fans that'll call them out on it, but I feel like they get so caught up in, the anti-wokeness of it, that they kind of start their own subculture when it comes to that. I feel like people should maybe, instead of trying to be anti-woke or woke, maybe should just, look at people as people. Don't judge somebody by the color of their skin. Don't assume specific things because of the color of their skin. That seems like the right, just, honorable thing to do in 2021. Unfortunately, in an attempt to be more woke in a lot of ways, I guess you could say inclusive, I guess. I don't really think this movie really counts as inclusive, though, by even making him Asian. I still feel like Hollywood just does the Asian community a disservice by doing that. I really do. I feel like they, black characters, Asian characters, should not be there. Like you always, when they have a black character in a series, they always got to do something about race. When they have an Asian character in there, it's got to be something about martial arts. Right? It seems like it's always these weird stereotypes that, they're there just for that moment, or some kind of little thing, whether it be a stereotype or to push a specific agenda. I feel like that isn't really looking at that individual, that actor or actress, as someone who is capable of taking on a role, earning it on their own, and just playing that specific character without having to include specific storylines because of the color of their skin, or specific stereotypes, which seems like Hollywood is very good about falling into now. It just upsets me in a lot of different ways. To be honest with you, I don't care if Snake Eyes is Asian. I don't care. I really don't. I have a bigger problem. I'll tell you where I have the problem with Snake Eyes is that he's unmasked and he talks. That's the problem I have with Snake Eyes. Because don't call him Snake Eyes if he's not, I don't know, Snake Eyes. It just blows my mind that it would be like taking Clark Kent, giving him all the powers of Batman, which is really being rich, and then saying, well, he's Superman. No, he's not Superman. He's not the Man of Steel. He doesn't have superpowered strength. He doesn't have, the eyes that shoot lasers. He doesn't have those things. So therefore, he isn't that character. Well, the same goes with Snake Eyes in that regard. That's not Snake Eyes. That's just a poor recreation of Snake Eyes. And so to me, the race of it is insignificant to the extreme. But it's just the idea that I just feel like they're being so racist in the way that they're going about this, that they're really stereotyping, this actor who is just trying to play a role. But they're stereotyping the character in general. I don't feel like that's right to do. I don't care if in 2021 that's acceptable. That should never be acceptable. That's always wrong. And if I have to get called names for saying it, then I'll say it. You should treat people good, honest. You should not concern yourself with the color of someone's skin. If that is somehow racist in 2021, then you know what? Call me as you want, but I feel like fair is fair is fair. And everybody should be treated fairly. And everybody should be judged on the merits of their own skills and their own abilities and their own personality, not by the color of their skin. Hollywood, though, unfortunately, has a very, very bad habit of doing the opposite while stating that everyone else is doing what they're doing and not admitting to their own faults in a lot of ways. But that's my take on it, guys. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know, are you even excited about this movie? I'll admit I was a little bit excited about it before I saw the trailer. And then when I saw the trailer, I was like, nah. Like, don't take characters from my childhood and just throw, away everything that was special about them, which was, he didn't speak and he wore his mask. That was what made him unique and different from the rest of the G.I. Joes. Like, that was kind of his thing. It wasn't just being a ninja. That was special about it. It was the idea of mystery behind him. Now you take all that away, so you don't have that character anymore. That's not Snake Eyes. I'm sorry, guys. That's not Snake Eyes. Once you unmasked him, once you had him talking, that's just not Snake Eyes, in my opinion. But as always, guys, let me know what y'all think down below. Like I said, let me know if y'all are excited about this movie, and let me know why y'all are excited in this movie, and let me know if y'all are kind of a little bit tired of this stereo casting, I guess you could say, or typing these characters into specific things, like Snake Eyes knowing martial arts, so therefore he has to be Asian, is so ridiculous to me and so racist in a lot of ways. Let me know what y'all think down below. Let me know if y'all see anything wrong with it. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Y'all take care.